Hey YouTubers, welcome back. This is video number 25 of Small Engines Questions and Answers for Friday, December 3rd, 2010. Welcome back. Well, here's a quick update of what is left of our 10 inches of snow. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday, December 1st. We had our snowfall Friday night, and it's pretty well all gone. It's probably all going to be gone by the end of today. We've had weather over 5 degrees Celsius or around 40 Fahrenheit or more, but we're supposed to get snow again tomorrow and Friday. Now, since we're getting into the snowblower season, a lot of people are asking me if there's an O-ring that goes on the dipstick of the Tecumseh snowblower engine. Well, here's 3 common Tecumseh snowblower engines on snowblowers. The most common one you're going to find is this one. Also this one here with the yellow cap, which is the same as the black one I just showed you. Now there is an O-ring in here, but you have to take the dipstick right out to see that. So there's none in here, but there is one on the spout here, and it's right here where my pick is. You can see there, here it is. Now if it breaks off, you can just replace it with an OEM O-ring or just a regular O-ring. It's not constantly soaked in oil or gas, so it should last even if you use an aftermarket O-ring. So there you go for this engine. Now I'm going to show you an older type engine here, which is a 5 horsepower. Now these older engines here, you got to take out the dipstick over here. Sometimes there's not even a dipstick at the end, it's just basically you fill the oil till you see it in the motor. All you're going to find on this oil cap is a little gasket here that you can see it's black. That's all there is. So a lot of the 5 and 4 horsepower Tecumsehs will have an oil cap like that. Now let's move on to the other common one that you're going to find. This is an older 8 horsepower Tecumseh engine. Now this cap is different than the other ones. You just turn it, it comes out. Now I do not see an O-ring around the spout here at all, but there is some kind of rubber bushing here, or liner, all around the cap inside here, and it's soft. So when you screw it back in, the soft part underneath contacts the spout and creates a tight seal. So basically the only one you're going to find an O-ring on is the more modern Tecumseh snowblower engine like that, with the cap like that, and remember that the O-ring is on the spout. Now the second question is, somebody saw this Poulan 2150 in the previous video where I showed the fuel line configuration, and the YouTuber is wondering what are the numbers for that bar in case he wants to get it. It's a small 12-inch bar, so I'll show you where the numbers are when you look for these on the bar. They're usually on the side of the bar inside here or on the other side. And you look down here, it'll give you the brand Oregon and the numbers. The numbers are 120SDEA041NC. So here are the numbers once more. Write them down, go to a small engine shop or check on eBay and get a bar with those numbers. Also, when you get your chain, get a chain that matches those numbers. You can ask for it when you buy the bar. I like using a 12-inch bars on the Poulan because it makes it lighter. It gives it a little bit more power because there's a lot less chain to turn around. And sometimes if you're just cutting limbs, you don't need a long 18-inch or 20-inch bar. Now my next question, a YouTuber has a snowblower, and when he grabs it from the rear like that and moves it, it's uneven. So kind of like this. And he's wondering what's causing that. Now the easiest thing to check first would be the skids at the front here. You'd want to make sure that they're adjusted at the same height on both sides of the auger housing. If they're not adjusted both at the same height, it could cause the blower to be uneven like that and be a bit loose when you grab the handlebars. Now the most common problem that I come across that causes that is that the drive shaft bushings are worn out, they become egg-shaped, and what happens is that there's a lot of loose in there, and that's why you can grab the blower and shake it like that. Now here's a drive shaft from an NTD blower, like these 2 blowers over here. And here's the drive axle bushings. This one's worn out. You can see how loose it is on the shaft. That's exactly what I'm talking about that is causing the blower to be uneven sometimes. Now if I stick a new bushing in there, you can see it's a lot tighter. So by putting in a bushing on each side of the drive shaft, one over there, one here, it's going to be tight again. I also have a video posted on how to replace your drive shaft bushings, and I will post a link underneath this video. And the part number for that MTD bushing is 9410598. Now each blower is going to have different bushings. If it's the same brand though, like the Cub Cadet and the MTD here, they're both made by MTD, they will have both the same bushings that I just showed you. Now the last question today is again about snowblowers. YouTubers are asking me how long can I hold a snowblower starter before I'm going to cause damage to it. Well, it's pretty well the same idea as your car. Don't hold it more than 30 seconds. If you flooded the motor and you can't start it, give the starter a break after a while because you're going to burn it out. You have to let it cool down before you come back and try to start it again. Here's the armature from a Tecumseh snowblower starter like I just showed you. This one here was held down way too long. It's all burnt. It smells burnt and it's finished. Even the inside where all the windings are, they smell burnt. And they're $200 with taxes here to replace them. So always remember to give your starter a break. Don't overheat it because you're going to burn it out and it's very expensive to replace. So thanks again for watching this episode of Small Engines Questions and Answers. I want to thank all the YouTubers who sent in donations and all those who comment regularly on my videos and those who watch them. So come back next Friday for my next episode of Small Engines Questions and Answers. Bye now.